It is the first video of 2025. Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Sarah Jane and I'm a PR practitioner living in DC. I make content about my life in DC, reading and writing. So if that's new to you, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel. It is the first video of 2025 for me. Personally, I have been in Scotland for the last 2 weeks on holiday and it has just been absolutely amazing. I just got back a couple days ago and have just slowly been getting back into the swing of things. I haven't even been back to work yet. It was just so much fun. Specifically, my husband and I were in Edinburgh and then we also went up to the Highlands and just really enjoy time out in nature up there. You know, you have like the Highlands cattle and all the sheep up there, and it was such a great time. And I fully disconnected, which I really wanted to do while I was there. I didn't do any YouTube, I didn't really do a ton of social media, and I definitely didn't do any of my corporate work. So it was such a good vacation to like recharge and just spend time with my best friend. What I didn't realize is that Edinburgh is such a big city for writers. They have had a couple big writers come from Edinburgh, one of them being Sir Walter Scott. They have a whole writers museum dedicated to some of their writers. The Scott Monument is dedicated to Sir Walter Scott and then the work that he did. So I didn't realize that, but it was amazing because it just really let me value writing as like a craft a little bit, and I just feel really rejuvenated towards my writing. It created a space for me to think about like what book I wanted to work on next. Like I've been so focused on Project Crown for the last year and a half, I couldn't even think about writing another book. But now that I'm sort of in this revision process with Project Crown, it really let me like explore my creativity as a writer a little bit. And I kind of did a little bit of light research, and yeah, it just makes me feel like I do have it in me, that I do have more stories to tell, and it's not just Project Crown, like I do have more. So anyways, just being in a city that values creativity really just did wonders for my own personal creativity. So I did pick up a bunch of things on my trip, but I thought I would share the things that I got that were writing related. So 3 of those were notebooks. These fun 3 notebooks. First one, I guess I'll talk about them in chronological order. When I was in the Highlands, in the Isle of Skye, we got hit with like a pretty bad snowstorm, so we couldn't really do a lot of the hikes that we had planned. But that gave me more time to like wander into the village of Portree. And so while I was there, I picked up 2 notebooks from the same gift shop. So here is the first one. This has a Harris tweed cover. So Harris tweed is tweed, but it's like a coarser tweed, and the reason why it's special is because it comes specifically from a remote part of the Outer Hebridean Isles in Scotland. So if it doesn't come from there, it doesn't count as Harris tweed. So I just loved this. It's blank pages. I'm a really big blank page girly, and I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, but I was really excited to get it. Next up is this little guy, and so I loved this one. This is a handcrafted notebook, and it has deckled edges, so like the edges of the notebook are like kind of frayed, and it just feels like really organic, and made from Hebridean tweed as well, but it's not Harris tweed, but it's from the same island. And this is bound by hand by a Scottish bookbinder, and so I just loved how this felt. I've actually decided that this is going to be my new journal for this year. So I've had the same journal since 2024, which I will show you guys really quick. So this is my journal. I've had it from 2020 to 2024. And as you can see, she's had some love. This is a Leuchtturm, I think is how you say it, notebook. Or is this moleskin? This is a moleskin notebook. And I actually tied some black chiffon ribbon on the end just to kind of help close it, and then I put a little key charm right there as well. And then the sticker is a Taylor Swift sticker from the Tortured Poets department. So anyways, I loved this journal, but I decided I still had a couple pages left in this that I could have written in, but I've decided it's time that is to expire. And I just want to start off with a fresh journal for 2025. And yeah, so that's going to be this one. So already I've kind of done my intro page. I've been journaling ever since I was like a kid. This has just been something that's super a part of my heart. So that's the intro page. It's just like a picture of me now. And then I've already written a little letter to myself that I've glued right here. So anyways, that's the second notebook that I got while I was there. And then the third one is, and the last one is this one. So this one's really cute. If you guys, it has a little snake hanging right here and two little charms hanging right here. If you guys have seen the Louise Carmen notebooks, like absolutely love those, but I wasn't ready to invest that kind of money in a notebook I wasn't sure I was going to use. So this is from a company called Workshop After 6, based also in Edinburgh, and it didn't come with the charms. It was just the notebook, and then when I came home I added these little charms on my own. But I love this. I've been using this so much. I've been using this as like a brain dump plus like a little daily scheduler. So this has been amazing. But yeah, I just picked up so many notebooks, and it's just so funny because it's such a writing place. And then the last thing that's still kind of writing related. So if you guys have ever watched The Mummy, there's a part where Brendan Fraser pulls out and gifts this roll of tools to the female protagonist. And I found like the writing equivalent of that. I loved this so much. I wasn't originally planning on getting this when I stopped by the shop. It's by the same people who make the Red Journal, but when I was there and I saw this, I knew I just had to have it, and so I bought it as well. I absolutely love this thing, and it just cracks me up that I bought it. Anyways, I just thought I'd show you a couple things that I got from Scotland because I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. We've been talking so much about writing. Let's actually now talk about what I'm currently working on. So I'm currently working on Project Crown. Project Crown is my Greek mythological fiction novel about the Amazons. I am currently working on draft 2. It is a 4-part book. The first 3 parts are actually with my beta readers, which is so crazy to say. I already have a dinner scheduled next week to talk with one of them because I think she's like either almost done or is done with reading the first 3 parts, and she has some feedback that she's going to give me. I gave them the first 3 parts because part 4 I still need to massage. I'm not quite done with it, and so that's what I'm currently working on right now is the final part. And while I've been traveling, I've also had a lot more like inspiration about things that I've wanted to incorporate in part 4, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I feel like this was the longest intro ever. Thanks for bearing with me. So this is my notebook that I use for anything to do with Project Crown. Since I started the revision process, I just have like notes in here of things that I like either want to incorporate or edit while I was doing my first read through. I created a timeline in here. So yeah, this is just everything. So this is where I put the 4 scenes that I wanted to add to part 4. And so I've spent the last little bit just going through and putting in my manuscript where I physically want to add these parts, and I'm pretty happy with what I ended up with. So now I'm actually going to write a little bit, and I'm just kind of like feeling a little nervous because I haven't written in so long. I mean, it's been 3 weeks. Like, that's a long time to not write. So anyways, let's get to writing. Also, I'm wearing a beanie because it's snowing outside. So anywho. Hello everyone, it is much later into the evening. I ended up writing for a little bit and then I journaled for a little bit. I actually did 4 different spreads in my journal, which was nice. I did 3 spreads for Edinburgh and then 1 spread for Isle of Skye, and loved that. I actually ended up going to the store to pick up a couple more like paper supplies, and then I made dinner. So I asked my husband for this cookbook for Christmas. It is called the Snowy Cabin Cookbook, and I love it because it has like lots of little art and stuff that's like really cute. Like, look at that. So I hadn't made a recipe from it yet, and I decided to go ahead and make one tonight. So I made mussels with like ginger and lemongrass, and it was good. So now I'm going to try to get in one more little writing session before the end of the evening. Okay everyone, it is 9:30 and I'm at a good stopping point for the evening, and I'm honestly very tired and I want to get ready for bed. So I did 2 writing sessions total today, and that equaled also 2 different chapters. We're leading up to the climax of the ending and lots of moving pieces getting into it, and so I'm just slowly starting to build onto that. Today I wrote a total of 1,678 words, which brought my total final word count at 75,986. I am really interested to see what my final word count will be at the end of draft 2, because I've added some scenes, I've taken out some scenes, I've also reformatted, which is also going to change a little bit of my final word count. So I'm really interested to see what my final word count will be. But anywho, that is it for this evening. I'm very tired. I do plan on writing again tomorrow. And yeah, so I will see you then.
You? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, man. Sorry.
Hello everyone, and happy Sunday. I have spent most of the day just doing things that bring me joy. So I worked out, I did a lot of crafts, I did a lot of journaling, and honestly not thinking about going to work tomorrow. I have been shoving that in the back of my mind, although it's going to be a thing, and I'm not looking forward to it because I feel like the past 3 weeks not working has been so wonderful for me. I have just really tapped into being creative and being very at peace and all of the good things. So that is how my day has been, but it is 7 p.m., which means it is time to write. So we have a nice fire going. I'm all nice and comfy. I've had a glass of wine. I think I might brew a cup of tea, but yes, it is time to officially start writing a little bit for the evening. My goal for this evening is probably to get about 1,000 words. I think that might be a chapter. Yesterday I wrote twice in one day. Today I'm definitely only writing once. But let's go ahead and get into it. Everyone, I've been writing for about 40 minutes and I have hit 1,000 words, so I'm at a really good stopping place for the night. I wrote a total of 1,115 words, bringing up my total word count to 77,101. I essentially worked on one scene this entire writing session, and it's building up to a culminating event. So yesterday's was sort of like plan A for the characters, and then today we're leading into plan B. So it's good. I am happy with how much I got done this weekend. It's my first time writing in 2025. It's my first time like writing since I've taken a 3-week break. And so I feel like I'm kind of working those muscles that I haven't worked in a really long time. And I can definitely tell like it's going to take me a second to get back into the rhythm of things, but I'm really happy with the progress that I made. So I'm going to end the vlog here. It was really good to like catch up and make another YouTube video again, because it has been a minute since I've made one. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too rough to like get back into the swing of things. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because it really does help support my channel. And I will see you guys in another one. Bye.